Hello and welcome to 2 Minute Drill. I'm Michael Rochman. The Bears didn't have a first round pick, but they still grabbed plenty of players to talk about, so talk about them we will. Let's get started. With the 39th pick in the second round, the Bears grabbed Kyler Gordon, cornerback out of Washington. Gordon is a versatile defender with physicality and athleticism to thrive on the outside. With Jalen Johnson and Gordon paired up, the Bears are on their way to forming an exciting cornerback unit. With the 48th pick, the Bears grabbed Jaquan Brisker, safety out of Penn State. Brisker is an intelligent safety who I think has the processing ability to play either spot. Replacing Gibson, the Bears spend their first two selections turning their secondary from a concern to a strength. With the 71st pick, the Bears grabbed Velus Jones, wide receiver out of Tennessee. Jones is a dependable yards after catch receiver who also has deep speed, and he complements Darnell Mooney well in the passing game. I personally would have gone other directions, but there are some enticing skills that Jones brings to the table. After not having a fourth round pick, the Bears spend pick 168 on Braxton Jones, offensive tackle out of Southern Utah. I don't love still waiting till the fifth round to address the offensive line, but Jones has some enticing upside if he's given the chance to grow. Here in the fifth round, I like the gamble, and I think he could potentially become one of the starting tackles for Chicago. With the 174th pick, the Bears grabbed Dominique Robinson, edge rusher out of Miami, Ohio. Robinson is an intriguing pick in this class as he's still pretty new to the edge position. With his flashes of potential and athleticism to bend and explode off the edge, this is a high upside pick here in round 5 for the Bears. With the 186th pick, the Bears grab Zachary Thomas, offensive tackle out of San Diego State. Thomas is a versatile and experienced lineman that has the size and athleticism to play all over the line. It was clear the Bears' day 3 approach would be adding to the trenches, and Thomas is one of many pieces the Bears will hope to develop into a late round steal. With the 203rd pick, the Bears grabbed Trestan Ebner, running back out of Baylor. Prior to the draft, Poles made a point to say that he enjoyed the depth of this RB class. While Ebner is third in line currently, don't be surprised if he makes an impact in this backfield. With the 207th pick, the Bears grabbed Doug Kramer, center out of Illinois. Kramer brings 48 games of college experience with him to the NFL and impressive movement skills to get him into the second level. Athleticism was a key focus for the Bears' offensive lineman picks, and Kramer fits that bill perfectly. With the 226th pick, the Bears grabbed Ja'Tari Carter, offensive guard out of Southern University. Despite coming from a smaller school, Carter racked up some serious interest from the NFL. For the Bears, he should likely be slotted in at guard on an offensive line that could use some bodies. With the 254th pick, the Bears grab Elijah Hicks, safety out of California. Hicks is a high-character guy, great for a locker room with experience at both corner and safety during his time with California. While he's a 7th-round pick, he could find his way into contributing for the secondary. With the 255th pick, the Bears spend their last selection grabbing Trenton Gill, punter out of North Carolina State. The Bears were desperate to find a new punter this offseason, and despite being 4th off the board, Gill has an impressive leg that should hold down the spot for the foreseeable future. All in all, I get the vision here for the Bears, and can understand the BPA approach. However, I didn't love some of the picks compared to the rest of the board, and for that, I have to give this draft a B-. And that's the 2 Minute Drill.